Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Real Talk with B. Back at it again. You know how we do. We just gonna dive right on in. This video is about, listen, can a piece of shit person drop some knowledge? Yeah. Anybody can drop knowledge. Let's say a person that likes to give relationship advice. It's a lot of people that could do that, but they can't live it out themselves. Just because a person can't live out something doesn't mean that they can't tell you about it or give good advice on it. Knowledge, that's kind of like basically knowing right from wrong, really. You take a person like a piece of shit, let's say, if that's what you want to call a person, right? You say, okay, he's a piece of shit. Now, what makes him a piece of shit? All that person's gonna do is say, okay, if I was doing this, then I wouldn't be a piece of shit. Or if I wasn't doing that. And then takes it and puts it in context to where you can learn from it. That's knowledge. Okay, it's right to do this. This is the right thing to do. Now, I'm not doing it, but I can tell other people about it. That's dropping knowledge. You could be a piece of shit, you could be a cheater, you could be whatever the case may be, and still drop knowledge. Anybody who's been through something, anybody who knows somebody who's been through something, all it is observe and report. That's what it is. Accountability, acknowledgement, and then you take it and put it into a context of what people understand. That's dropping knowledge. You got people that be like, man, you can't tell me what to do, bro. You're not even living that. You're not even living that. Okay, so is the focus on what I'm living, or is it the truth that I'm telling? Bullshit is gonna always be bullshit. So let's get that out the way right now. Person be like, man, this motherfucker always on bullshit, but is what they spilling facts? People just like when people look at preachers. Preachers be out here, messing with the women in the congregation, or the first ladies be doing whatever the case may be doing. So people will focus on that instead of the word. If that preacher is preaching out of the Bible and he's preaching the real, that's what you go to church for. But you got people who will sit there and critique the preacher. What's he doing outside of church though? I know pastor is doing this and doing that. But is what he preaching correct? If it is, then you take that and you put that in your pocket. So yeah, we all sinners, right? So you take the truth and leave out the bullshit. It's up to you. So yes, a piece of shit person can drop knowledge. Can you disguise a motherfucker and like people that try to, okay, so maybe this was the question that was asked to me. Let me see. Can a person that's on bullshit, that ain't shit, pretend to be somebody they not by always trying to speak knowledge like they smarter? They persona is different than they are in real life. So that's like me on here, correct? I come on here and I'm showing you guys that I'm smart, intelligent, that I'm giving this knowledge, I'm giving this whatever the case may be. Can a person disguise themselves? In the media world, yes. Influencers, yes. They can disguise it. They can make people think that they are whoever the hell they are. But if you're on here trying to figure that out, that's your problem. If you're seeking knowledge, stop seeking for the disguise. See what I'm saying? You only find what's underneath a person when you start picking at it and figuring it out. I don't care what you are and who you are. I'm listening to what you're saying. If you're saying something that makes sense and it's intelligent, I'm going to use that. If it sounds like bullshit, then it's bullshit. You can't disguise bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, people can disguise themselves and try to make it seem like they somebody they're not. But you can't disguise bullshit. So that's what you guys gotta ask yourself. You know what I mean? Knowledge can be dropped by anybody. Anybody who knows right from wrong can drop knowledge. Some people be like, man, that ain't knowledge, that's common sense. That is knowledge. It's all part of it. So that's what you got to look at, man. Some people think they know more than the next person because the conversation might be a little more serious than the next. It's still knowledge. If I tell you don't cross that street when a truck is speeding down the road, I'm dropping knowledge. Then you got some people that say, man, I'm talking like this conversation I'm having right now. This is what people consider knowledge. When I talk about the judicial system and, you know, how to maneuver through that, that's dropping knowledge. Yeah, it's levels, it's different formats of it, but it's still knowledge. Gain whatever positive influence you can out of people and learn to separate the bullshit. Separate the bullshit and the real from the person. If I get on here spewing bullshit, throw that shit out. Find another video that you could say, okay, now he talking them facts. You feel me? Don't worry about this piece of hair, man. Now he's speaking facts over here. Okay, well, pay attention to that. That's all it is. Knowledge can be given or received by anybody, from anybody. I could go, if let's just say I could be a cheater and I could tell you how to spot a cheater, how to stay away from a cheater, what are the effects of being a cheater. See, I could tell you this because I'd be living it, right? So I can still drop knowledge on it. Let's say you spend your life sinning, which we all do. It doesn't mean that you don't know the Bible. It doesn't mean that you can't give some kind of gem about it if somebody asks. It doesn't mean that. I could go whoop somebody's ass right now and still come on here and give you a Bible verse. But because I'm a bully, right? Does that mean that that the scripture's wrong? No. I'm still dropping knowledge. Right? So it's all on the person who's seeking. What are you seeking? Are you seeking to find the disguise? Or are you seeking knowledge? It's up to the seeker. What are you seeking? What do you come on here to seek? Almost like people on YouTube. Man, I'm so good to see positive stuff on here, man. There's so much negativity and drama going on. Okay, but what are you seeking? You can't, I have a problem with people who seek out drama and then talk bad about it. Yeah, I just touched something, didn't I? Am I speaking to some people? Don't get mad at me. I'm just dropping knowledge. But that's a whole nother video. Because it's a lot of that. People be out here looking for stuff, and then when they find it, they're hurt. They're baffled. They're like, what the hell's going on? Why are you looking for it? Ask yourself that. Why are you looking for it? If you're looking for knowledge, it's easy to get. It's out there. Quit worrying about if people disguising themselves, if people are who they are and not who they not. You know what I look at? I look at your actions and I listen to your words. But yeah, people, like I say, to the question, yeah, people can disguise who they are. But if you gotta look for the disguise and try to figure out what's really underneath it, why? That's the question. Should you be dealing with anybody who you feel is disguising something from you? That's the question. That's real talk. That's dropping knowledge. Anyway, I got a few things I gotta go do, but I'll drop another video soon. If you made it to the end of this one, you are a real one, and I appreciate you for tuning in. Peace.